This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Hey, it's Christina.
Hey, it's Jenn.
Hey, it's Cate.
Real Estate Misfit Moms.
We're doing the text, the mistext.
I really don't have anything for this one
Make shit up. Okay.
because I'm a psychopath.
Well, you can definitely say that you're a psychopath.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, yesterday I said I'm a fucking door and then immediately said idiot. Because I meant I'm a fucking idiot. I'll tell.
You did edit that one of the texts. I saw it where it said something about school, and it came in like A space XCOUL, and then you changed it to school immediately. Mm-hmm. I did see that.
Okay, this one's titled, what, misread text?
Something like that.
Or mistext?
Mistext.
Let me.
Hello, hello, hello.
I'm the worst about mistexting, and sometimes I don't even correct it because at that point I already know that everyone read it, and I'm like, well, we'll figure that out later.
No.
Yeah, that's me.
I know.
Well, so I will tell you, my best mistext are when I first started dating Will, because since then I have never bought a refurbished phone. I just wanted you to know that. I had bought a refurbished phone.
You think that has something to do with it?
Oh, I think 100%.
Okay, but when you first started dating Will, was it an iPhone or was it a phone with buttons?
It was an Android.
Phone
like
with
a smart, like not T9.
Okay.
We were not T9 texting.
But what about BlackBerry? I mean, I had a BlackBerry for a long time.
No, I mean, okay, like, wow, you're going to make me sound so old. I mean, Will and I were together for 10 years, but I did have, like, a regular Android. Like, what was, like, competing with iPhones.
I can't even remember, but anyway, okay.
But I knew it was an Android because it was also the last Android I owned, and it was the only time I got a refurbished phone. So,
Interesting.
When we went on our first date, we had not seen each other because Will and I met online. And so we had not seen each other yet. So I texted him what I thought was, I am here, like, because I was parking. So I was like, I am here. And it texted him, I'm heterosexual. And his response, well, that's good to know. And I'm like, I read the response and I was like, the fuck, this guy's getting weird. And I looked at it and I was like mortified. I was like, I just want to leave. Like, can I leave?
Bye.
We're leaving. And then the second date, he came to pick me up at my house.
Did he text you, I'm heterosexual?
No, he did not text me that he was heterosexual. Although
that didn't become your thing.
But the next time I texted him, he was like, what's your address? And where I'm from, like, you could live in D.C., Maryland, Virginia. So, like, you always say what state you're in. So I gave him my address, and I put VA, because Virginia,
VA.
Gosh,
I'm
totally
scared.
auto-corrected to vagina.
Okay.
So whoever had my phone, that refurbished phone before me was a porn star. I'm convinced.
Exactly. That's
totally
where my
a
head
porn
is.
star. Like something, like every time I typed something that was totally not bad, it would like penis, vagina, heterosexual, sex,
gosh.
like sec, like I'll be there in a sec. Was always, I'll be there in a sex. And I'm like, no!
This is not what I mean.
I'm like, he's going to think I am some, like, freak. I'm like, this is the worst phone ever. And so, like, I literally would show him that it would just, like, change. And I'm like, I type something and I just click send. Like, I'm not a psychopath. Like, I just send.
Rude.
And,
Gosh.
but, like, for at least a solid month until I, like, literally went to Verizon, I'm like, look. This is not okay. Like, I can't be sending people like, I'll be there in a sex. I'll be there in a sex. Like, people are thinking that I'm like trying to get something from them that's like the, brown chicken, brown cow. And I'm not, okay? Like, I just want people to know that I'm running late per the usual, and I'll be there in a sec.
Right.
Second.
I feel like mine did sex. Took sex to sex a lot. I feel like I did.
Did you
that.
tell people you were heterosexual?
No, I mean that definitely wins. But I mean, I do feel like my phone did do that. Also, phones have come so far.
Yes.
Like, did you ever, Cate has it set up to where like when she does certain things, it'll change it to whatever. And I did one, and it's a lifesaver. So like BC in my phone, that means because.
Oh.
And so it'll automatically change it. One day when I have 12
Ducking.
hours. Ducking.
Ducking is fucking
Yes.
in mine.
Yes.
Well,
Well, it's trying
like
to...
your auto signature. Like if I type CA period, it just puts like
I
Cate
love that
Armani, broker, the Trustee Bridge Realty with my phone number, my email.
No, I'm a psycho. I like to type all that out.
Yeah, no, I don't have time for that.
No.
I
So-
type it all out.
I don't type.
I
it
think
all.
I've made them. Like when that like first happened, like I was
Right.
like, that's so cool. Could I tell you what those shortcut keys are? No, I'd have to go look. Couldn't remember it to save my life.
I use it all the time.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
But I'm a psycho. And as soon as I type something and send it, now the edit features there is even better. If
Yes.
not, you got like 7 messages of I'm gonna fix this because that annoys me.
Yeah, I have stopped doing the dictation because my dictation is apparently it can't understand me. Like my dictation is awful. So I've just stopped doing that altogether because they just don't make any sort of sense whatsoever. It's also a run-on sentence. Like there's no
Or
punctuation.
random commas.
Yes.
I do. 90% of my texts are talk text. And this is where my mind is. So if I send a text and it's they, their, you know, all the things, all the words in the English language that have 52 spellings, but all mean completely different things, like to, there. So I will talk text and push, and then it'll send, and later I'll go back and I'll be like, oh my God, I think I'm an idiot because that's the wrong there. That's the wrong to. Like, I know that's not where TWO is. It should be TO, and that's where my mind is. I'm like, well, they think I'm an idiot. Because Apple apparently is not smart enough to know, you know.
Grammar?
Right.
I only use speech to text to spell words I don't know how to spell.
My husband will do that.
Like very quietly, I'll be like, psychopath.
Oh, I've done that. And, Will's
it'll
like,
spell it, and
Will
I'm
will be
like,
Who
yeah.
are you talking to?
I'm like, well, I'm lost.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, that's all I do, and it's quietly, and I don't want anyone to know it.
Right.
And then I like go about my business. Like I don't like to be the one that mistexts, and I don't like to be the one that's like in a group chat that mistexts. Like in our profession, you know, I always try, if there's a husband and wife, I try to have husband and wife and
Right.
me on a group
Yes.
text. Have you ever had it where they like fight in your group chat?
Yes, and then
Or
it's really awkward.
It's awkward,
I
and
have
so
had
all
that.
I do is send the wave
Yeah.
emoji.
Like, I'm
Hi. And then they go, oh shit.
here. Yeah.
And they leave. Or the one that's talking about how they're going to go to Pound Town when they get home.
Oh.
I've
And I don't
haven't had
say
that.
anything because I don't know what to do.
No.
yeah.
And then the
the
next
corner.
time you have to send a text message to them, that's the last one. And you're like, are they going to make this awkward? Because it's about to be really
I
awkward.
know that you know that I know that you know
that y'all went to Pound Town on Tuesday the 7th at 8:30 at night because that's when you were on your way home.
Well, and that's why I'm like,
But the fighting's the worst.
The
they
fighting
all
is the
should
worst.
be able to talk. So I have some group text messages where it's like friends, and there's always one asshat that has a Android.
Yes.
Yes!
I had an
Name-
Apple phone that I
can't
could delete
name it.
that.
Yes, you can't name that text
Yes.
thread.
Yes.
I'm like, who's got the droid at this point?
Right.
Because unless Android's gonna catch up and let us label our texts
Yes.
as friends, like, I can't. Like, I don't like the new update that was like, you know, I always searched.
Me too.
Yes.
And now it's like pulls up 1,000 things that are not even related to what I'm
No.
looking for, and it drives me crazy.
It also drives me crazy that I can't search for the person I want.
yes.
In that moment, I can't ever find them. But later, I'll search for someone else, and then it'll pop up, and I'm like, you fucking piece of shit. You acted like that text thread did not exist, yet I know I text her every day because she's my broker.
Yeah.
Why can I not find it?
Yes.
Yes. It drives me crazy.
I'm like, this is so annoying.
I do feel like if Android and iPhone could like sit down and have lunch,
Yes.
like I'll pay. I'm good. Whatever y'all want. Let's get them together and
No.
like. But I feel like it's a competition too because I have that
Yes.
friend that's like, screw you iPhone. I've got Android for life, and I'm
Yes.
like, really? I mean,
Yeah. I'm like,
is it that great? I don't get it.
No.
I don't get the fight, but I won't get an Android after it,
Right.
you know, sex texted
No.
everybody. But besides that, I get the I will never live this down at a title company. I was typing, like, we were getting ready to close, and I was trying to say that I wanted to get all of my ducks in a row.
Yeah, you are.
And I definitely
Said
texted
Fs?
everybody at that title company, because, you know, it's like you text like your closer and then the team and then the underwriter, like you're texting everybody. And I definitely texted, I'm trying to get all of my dicks in a row with my clients on it.
Yes, you are. All
Yes,
of
I
your
am.
dicks, because you have a plethora of them.
Yeah. And I walked.
At least it was dicks and not fucks.
Well, and I also,
Because
I
that
guess,
would mean you'd have to give a
I
fuck.
guess, but then I literally didn't even know that it said dicks, and then I got a response from title to everybody, not just to Cate. We'll make sure that those dicks in a row, but here's how to get your ducks in a row.
Well, I mean, at least they
Thank
had a
you.
sense of
Oh,
humor.
And I
my
literally walked in
gosh.
and I never lived it down. I walk into that title company today and they would still bring that up, because I literally did not even know that I sent the word dicks.
I
That's the worst.
read every text before I send it. Like,
Yeah,
I will
you're
type
a
it,
psychopath.
and then
That's
I will go
smart,
back
though.
and I will read it, because I don't want to be the person that sends the text to the wrong person. I don't want to be talking shit about somebody and send it to the wrong fucking person. So I read the text, I read the name, I close out, I go back sometimes. Like, yeah, if I'm going to talk shit about someone, I'm going to make sure that it's right and I'm sending it to the right person.
I've definitely screenshotted a text message and then sent it to that person.
I
I'm trying to send it to someone
have
else.
done that.
Because, you know, you try to talk shit. Like, you screenshot it and then you send it back to them and you're like, there's no backpedaling out of this
Yes.
one.
And then they're like, what are you doing?
Yes.
I wanted to save that for later.
I'm not sure what happened. My phone's too smart for me.
Yes.
Like, what do you do at that point?
Well, and it always makes me laugh.
Lie.
Because at some point you've already done it. Like recently, a realtor had texted me and said, hey, what are you getting for the closing gift? Can we just put our stuff together, or something to that extent? And so I sent her, well, I thought I was replying to her saying, you know, he's kind of got a different personality, so I just got him beer and pizza.
You sent it to the client?
Yes. Yes. Because, you know, I always struggle with single males. And because this guy was just kind of like, you know, you have the people that like, you just couldn't fully figure out who, like, they're.
Yes.
And I was like, he's kind of strange, so I just got him a beer and pizza. And yeah. Then.
What did he say?
Okay, I didn't know that, because I'm literally like, sliding in or whatever, sit at the closing table, and he's like, I didn't know what you meant about being strange and getting pizza and beer. And I was like, I don't know either. As I sit with pizza and beer.
I also love, as much as we have the edit, as much as we have the edit function, I love that we have the undo send button.
But only some. Unless they haven't done the update, they can still see it.
I know.
So you're just like
Android.
unsending it on your side, and they can still see it. You don't have a damn clue.
I know. Oh, but you do, because that only warns you if they haven't done the update. If they have done the update, it just disappears and there's no warning. I did
But
learn
can
that.
you push, because you know now if it says edited, you can push edited
Yes.
and see what it was. If you delete, can you push? Just so you know.
You just fucked up your whole
Jim's
world.
world screwed.
What?
Yes.
No.
Yes. You can push it just like you can like on social media. Sorry, Jen. Your hands are sweaty. Yes, you can.
My back is sweaty too, but I'm gonna blame it on the sun.
Can you push and see what they deleted?
No.
I don't think so.
No, it just says a message was unsent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are, I've definitely done that to my husband before. I'm like, undo send. And he's like, what'd you send? I'm like, this wasn't for you.
Not relevant. Not relevant.
It doesn't matter
It
anymore.
no longer applies.
You get your ass together.
Yeah. 100%.
Maybe not.
Yeah, 100%. It's like, your kids, your sons, you're this, you're that. And then I'm like, oh, maybe not.
Maybe I was in a
Just
moment.
in that moment,
Yeah.
and you haven't read it yet. Cool.
Undo send. You're at work. Undo send.
Well, and Kate told me a couple months ago, she's like, the reason I know that you did something is because it sends me a thing that says you've read it, and I'm like,
She didn't know she had her read receipts
I didn't know I had
on.
my read receipts on. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Let's fix that.
But you know that you can turn your read receipts on for single people.
For certain people.
yes.
I had somebody who I think turned read receipts on in my phone. So they're not on for anybody.
Right.
But they were on for one specific person. And I was like,
You think that person did that?
uh-huh.
Oh.
How'd they get in?
Well, I'm a very like, oh, look.
Oh.
Here.
yeah.
Yeah, here. I have nothing to hide in my phone.
Right, me
I could
either.
care less. But I think that's what had happened.
Okay.
But like that's
Petty.
so weird. Yeah.
If you knew the person, you'd
Yeah.
be like,
But like, do we know the person?
yes.
Oh, okay.
That's real petty. I would never pick up
It
your
was
phone and be
it
like,
was
I need to
weird.
know.
Oh.
No, it's not that it was petty. It was weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Like-
and I don't even know how I went to look in where you go look for the stuff, but that's been sent between each other.
you
and it was
photos or-
on at the top, and I was like,
Oh.
well, that's fucking weird because I know I didn't
weird.
turn that shit on, so I just booped it off. Like, not today.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is awfully odd.
I'd-
People would do
I'd-
that. I would never.
Like, that's weird. Like,
Yeah.
I might turn it on for my husband, but probably not because sometimes I super like to ignore the fact that he texts me something and I want to be like, oh, I didn't see that till I was already gone.
right. You're at the store and he's like, will you grab milk?
Well, I don't ever go to the
Yeah.
store, so that's
Well-
not me. But like other places, like you're in town. No, I'm done.
Last update, it like took off like like if you were in YouTube or in an app, it would notify you that you got that you had gotten a text message. Supposedly, my husband told me that, and he's like, "Oh, I had to turn that setting back on," and I'm like, "Did you?"
No, my husband watches YouTube videos all the
Did
time, and
you?
his phone just goes bloop, and the notification comes down. I
Yeah.
watch him because I text him from across the room sometimes and tell him he smells,
That's funny.
or to do something with his fucking life besides watch YouTube streamers.
Sometimes I do. If Will like disappears, I'm like, "Are you pooping and watching YouTube? Like, where'd we go?"
Yeah.
Well, that's 100% what my husband's doing.
I'm like, "You also have 3 children. Come help me. I've been with the 3 children all day. Like, you don't get to come home like yesterday."
And go take a fat shit for 4 hours.
Yeah. Yesterday I had a manic moment and I like completely destroyed my backyard and like literally took a shovel to my kids' outdoor toy bin and just shoveled stuff into 3 contractor bags. Just manic moment. And so I texted I had texted him, when he had gotten home, he like went upstairs. He did quickly get changed, but then we had to take James to the ER. And I literally was like, he came in, he was like, I'll just take him so you don't have to take Theo and la la la. And I was like, here, he's like, I only have 5 more minutes. And I was like, okay, you have 5 minutes outside and then you're going to come inside, you're going to wash your face, you're going to fix your hair, you're going to change it to a polo, and you're going to put regular shoes on, socks and shoes on instead of your flip-flops. Whereas I'm going to go sweaty, dirty, looking like this because my kid needs to go to the ER. And I said, you're 45 minutes. I'm 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, and he like disappeared upstairs and I texted him and I was like, I'm leaving. Like, I don't know where you are, but I'm leaving. Like, come on, James, we're getting in
My
the
husband's
car.
that way too.
Mine is not. Mine is, oh, okay. Let me put on some clothes. Or he'll just wear what he has on.
Yeah, I'm 100% wearing what I've got.
He just kind of goes with what needs to happen.
No, my husband will get dressed. Like,
Sometimes he will shower. He waits till the very last minute to shower. Which
even
is
if we're
annoying.
going to Lowe's, like we're doing yard work, and then we have to go to Lowe's to get or Home Depot or whatever to get more flowers or whatever we're
Right.
doing. He will go and like wash his face, put a hat on or fix his hair, and put a polo on, and like he will not.
Does he
go
always wear a polo?
Yes, a button-up shirt or a polo always.
I'm 100% going in my muddy clothes.
100%. I'm going to the garden center.
Yes.
I don't need to look like I'm in my church Sunday best. Like
Yes.
I just no.
Yes, for sure. But
I'm sweating my fucking ass off over here. Like,
Why don't you take off your jacket?
because I feel like I might look like a Oompa Loompa.
You won't look like an Oompa
scoot.
Loompa.
You want to scoot? We'll close it for the next one or whatever. But
I just smacked my face on my microphone.
that's hilarious. I do think that
What are we talking about?
the text messages.
The text messages and how I'm terrible. I win that award. I'm the worst.
Yeah, you definitely do.
I'm-
I
There
think
are
the
sometimes you do text still right now, and I'm like, maybe she'll correct it.
Nope.
I do sometimes go, I feel like that's what she meant.
100%.
And I just don't. So that's another thing, too. Like, if I don't respond to you, it's because I don't have a damn clue what that message meant.
I will text.
If there
now,
is one
if I-
unmissed thing that I'm unsure of, I'm going to wait until something is said, or we just ain't going to finish that convo. 'Cause
I will, like, now I will dictate a text, and I will say sent via dictation, so people know
I
that,
love
like,
that you say dictation.
What do you mean? Send via dictation.
that's how I will send my text, so people know that I talked to my phone as opposed to actually.
And you
like,
say dictation? Because I don't think you've ever said dictation to me. I think it's
Because she
always
doesn't
been
care what we think.
speech.
Just
doing
important
voice to
people.
text.
yeah, well, it's also called dictation in your phone.
I thought it was called speak to text.
Talk to text. That's
Yeah.
what everyone calls it, but it's dictation. You're dictating.
Well, why do you ever say that in text to us?
Because she
I want to
doesn't
make
care what you think.
I want to make fun of her for saying the word dictation all the time.
Because it would probably just send a whole bunch of eggplants or something.
Sent via eggplant.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen that?
eggplantation.
Where people make, like, they mess with their grandma or whatever, and every time she uses the word please, it puts an eggplant or
Yeah.
something like that. That is funny.
I want to know the person that made those emojis dirty, the eggplant and the peach.
Oh, they're 100%
And the water
teenagers.
splash.
Kids.
What's
the-
gross.
Ew, I didn't know
never
that.
Use that one.
Oh,
I use that one sometimes. Now I can't use it.
no water splash.
Well, I knew that the one, if you put fast, it has like the air poof. I'm like, no, bro, that's a fart.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not the air running behind the person because they were super fast. That's a fart.
Yeah.
Well, and I feel like different emojis mean different things to different people.
Yes. Some of the faces I can't figure out. Like, what is that one supposed
Right.
to mean?
Are you
I just
mad
use,
or
like-
confused?
I just use like the same 5 because I'm too
Same.
worried. Then I found one the other day that I kind of liked, and I was like, I feel like that's probably not the right thing, so I'm going to quit using it. And I always use the crying, laughing emojis,
Me too.
even if it's not a crying, laughing situation,
Yes.
because, well, I like them. I think they're cute, and they
Yes.
add a little humor.
Yes.
I never use a crying emoji. I don't actually.
I use the one with like the big heavy
Yes,
tears.
but I heard that that's supposed to be like laughing while crying.
That one just looks sad to me.
Yeah,
It does me too. When it's got its head tilted and its eyes squinched, that's funny.
That's funny. Yeah,
And did
both
you know
of them.
that this one, the praying hands, was supposed to be a high five? That's what an iPhone intended it to be. Is two people high fiving. I was
Really?
like, that doesn't look like a high five. I'm like,
Maybe they should have made them like 2 different colored sleeves.
yeah, because it definitely does
Okay.
this.
You know, if you had
True.
2 different colored sleeves.
Well, but
Yeah.
who high fives like this?
I don't know. So
I mean, I'm
fun.
like,
Here.
maybe if it was like,
Did you know if you look at somebody's elbow when you high five that you will never miss?
Oh, I did. I had learned that when I was a kid.
what? Why? Why would
Look.
you learn that?
Try. Only look at my elbow. You'll never miss if you look at someone's elbow.
I'm going home. I've learned everything today.
You're gonna make Brody high five you 100 times.
Yes.
He's gonna be like, "Mom."
Stop it.
You're gonna be like, I bet I can high five you 5 times in a row without missing. And you just gotta look at his
And I'll
elbow.
take all your allowance for it.
Are we supposed to be doing allowance? Anyway. 'Cause I'm
I
not.
don't do allowance.
My kids have to do the certain dishes or certain chores to keep their phone. That's their allowance. They're not getting any cash money from me.
No, they
They run me dry.
no, they can earn things like going to Urban Air.
Like miss text, I'm thinking about my kids. Both my kids have a phone. Mm-hmm. And they like to text stupid things.
Of course they do.
Like,
He's having a conversation with
He's
Jen.
trying to tell Jen something, but she wasn't paying attention.
what?
Now I'm over you. You didn't read my text.
I'm all out
Hi.
of love.
Hi.
I like when he has my phone and he will either try to do the emergency call or he'll start texting random people. It's just like a bunch of random letters. Everett used to do that, but emojis. He would just put a bunch of emojis like in a row and send it
Right.
to my clients. And my clients are like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Oh, that's my kid.
Sorry.
Sorry, I needed him to be quiet."
Sorry about that eggplant. Poof of air, blah, blah,
What
blah.
a peach.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That would be my luck. But yes, if you ever get a text from me and it doesn't make sense, just know in my head it did, I guess.
Yeah, and I'm just know that I'm never gonna correct my text. I might say, "Oop, my bad, that didn't make sense," and then I'll call you. But I'm not gonna.
I
edit it.
will always edit my text message.
And I will now always check when it says edited, know what it actually said, so I can make fun of you forever.
Yay.
Because I'm that friend.
Petty ass bitch.
Ah, that's so funny.
Come check us out and on. I don't even know what I was trying to say.
We were clearly a little goofy today.
Today was the squirrels.
Yeah, I really did try and tell everybody to come to our socials just then, but my brain just totally
Go find us.
had a...
Find us at Real Estate Misfit Moms.
TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify.
Yep.
Wiggity.
See you next time.
Bye.
This has been Real Estate Misfit Moms. Don't forget to follow us on socials at Real Estate Misfit Moms and bookmark our podcast so you never miss an episode. Remember, miss, you fit in here.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.